All right. Good morning. It's been a long time since I made a video, so thanks for tuning back in. I have been very busy. I have not had time to do much of anything other than work outside, doing stuff for my parents, and of course, trying to make a little bit of money here and there. But I do want to share with you today some things that I have seen here lately with crypto, and this is going to be a video to give you hope, to know that we're in a good place, and just to break down a little bit of what's going on with Jasmy. A lot of you follow me that are Jasmy supporters. A lot of you follow Not of Works, which does a great job on Jasmy. That's why there's no need for me to make Jasmy technical analysis. He beats me. He's better at it than I am. But there is things that I see at times that I also want to chime in on to let you guys know. So I'm going to cover something very quickly here with Jasmy to give you hope. And I'm going to give you another chart that sort of confirms what I'm seeing. Okay. And I'm going to base it off some historical data and the current data to show you where we're at in this cycle. Okay, a lot of you have lost a little bit of hope about altcoin season. Yes, it's taking longer than most would have expected, but there's a process here, and that process requires time. I have posted some things in regards to USDT and the dominance, and where it's going up and down, and there's been some rejects, there's been some testing, and of course that's just part of the cycle. But and that's just a small part of this equation. There's a much bigger play that's going on here, and that requires time, as I've said in some of my previous posts, back in April and back in May, that it requires time for altcoin season. So what I want to break down here is what you're looking at is Jasmy. Okay, so what we've seen with Jasmy is, you can see, dating all the way back to 24. We had the spike up, and it came up again here. I actually owned some Jasmy around in this area, and I got out, and then of course it went up, it came down, I bought some more, and then went in profits, got back out. So right now I'm not holding any. It's been coming all the way down, and then it's finally found its footing. But this is what I want to show you. So before I get into breaking this area here down for you, okay, so you understand it, I want you to understand what it means before altcoin season. And it's called consolidation. Okay, so consolidation always takes place, and it requires time. Okay, so what happens is sellers sell and buyers have to come in to fulfill those sell orders. All right, that's called smart money, right? So as people sell a lot of fear or capitulate, then the smart money comes in and it buys, it meets those. So there has to be a buyer for a seller. Okay, and that's what we see happen over time, like right here. So this was several months. If you look down here at the bottom of my chart, which I don't know if you can, this is June, and then you come all the way over here to December. So see, there's a good amount of time there, like 6 months before you see this spike up. Okay, and that's common with any move up and move down. So you see it goes up. So what you have is some consolidation. It consolidates, bam, and then it moves up. Right? So it comes down, still in price discovery, comes down, still in price discovery. Consolidating right here. It consolidates. You can see. Boom. Then it moves up. So that's sort of where we've been at right here. Yes, Jasmy has went down further than it probably should have, and most did not expect it to come down this far. But it was in price discovery. So there was just a lot of people selling. No buyers, more sellers than buyers. But we hit price discovery down at 0.00866. So I want to break this down to you, right? So this is when we started price discovery. This is when we started consolidation. This here, even though we had this increase, is all consolidation. Okay, so those that have bought back here, down here, are the ones taking profits up here, or they are the ones that are in loss that have bought up here, and they've had these little spikes up, and they're like, now I better get out now. This thing ain't going to go up any higher. So they sell. Okay, and this is where the smart money's coming in. Now, I want to point out a few things here. I'm going to break this down for you real quick. When we found this bounce in price discovery, it moved up pretty good. You can see it moved up a good 100% at that time, okay? And then it corrected a little bit. It moved up, corrected a little bit. Now it's just still finding its place because we're in a consolidation phase. A consolidation phase takes time before a move up in the market. So I want to show you something here. So back when it was moving down, you can see here, right? There's a reason why I put this line here, because you can see when it broke out of this trend and it went up, to find the top, you always have to go to the previous higher low. All right, and I'll show you this. You do this in all charts. Let me go to Filecoin. Same here. So when it finally broke out of the downtrend, you have to find the previous higher low, which is here. And you can see it typically follows that to find the high. Once it finds the high and it rejects it, then you can typically use that as your top trend line. But starting out, you put a line here, and when it bounces off, when you find that first rejection, then you can have an idea of where it's going to reject in the future, here and here, okay? So that's just to show you how this tool, trend lines, can be an asset on how to read price, okay? Now, when it found this, we can see that right now we're testing this. How did I come up with this trend line right now? Well, it's a very critical key area. If you use a volume profile and you take it back to when it found its first price discovery on its bounce, you can see where all the money is, okay? And you can see the value area low for Jasmy is right now at 0.014, okay? And it's actually below that right now a little bit. So right now is a very good time to buy Jasmy. Okay, it's an awesome time to enter Jasmy right now. Now, on the downside, let's say we get some capitulation and you get some sellers. If that happens and we break below this trend line here, we could come back down and retest this, which would be a confirmed double bottom. Okay, so if you do enter in here, don't go all in, add in some. And if it drops lower, then you can be prepared to DCA. But regardless, when you're in a consolidation phase, you're going to have these moves of 20 to 40%. And I'm going to show you this. So there's really nothing to be concerned about when you're in a consolidation phase. Okay, so check this out. So you can see this is a consolidation phase here. Okay, which lasted, this was back in August 24, all the way to November, so several months. So this went for 108 days, a little more than 3 months. And you can see it moved up and down, but it was just in a consolidation phase before it moved up high and it found a higher support, which is what it's trying to do now. Jasmy, Filecoin, all these altcoins right now are they're trying to find the new higher low. And I believe we're right at it. Because if you look at the RSI, I mean, the RSI is pretty low here on the RSI. We're really close here to finding it. And we're up pretty good still from where we bounced down here. You can see there's still a significant amount here as far as the price. I mean, we're still up 60%. So I believe we're right here on the higher low, right, in this consolidation phase. Now, let me go back to the 4 hour here and break this down a little bit more. So all of the money right now is setting right around point of control. You can see the volume here, right around 0.016. So you want us to go above that and break above that and hold that as support, right? If we did that, if Jasmy broke above this 0.01693 and held that as support, to look up. And if you find us bouncing, like right now, you can see it's trying, It's trying. It's trying to hold this area of this key area here, and if it does, you can see us moving up. Now I got these 3 circles right here, and these are all key support levels. That's bounced. It's found support. Look at that big red candle, and each time it's moved up. So this is why it's important. So this whole area right here is very, very, very important. That's why I circled this big. This is a key area right here we're looking at. Because in this area, we have found a lot of buyers between this area right here. There has been a lot of buyers between this area. I want to try, actually, I'll just do this between here and here. So these 2 price points we're right in the middle between these 2 price points. And that's where where Jasmy has had a bounce every time. Volume has entered and caused the move up. So this is why it's important, one, that if you're looking to enter in, you can't really get a better time of an entry, because we're in the consolidation phase right now before the next move up. I believe it's looking for this higher low. It's looking for volume to come in that bounce. You know, this may just come down just a bit more. I mean, it's possible, but this is real close because it's right around these 3 key areas where it bounced. Okay? And we're in this consolidation phase. Consolidation phase. Consolidation phase. Consolidation phase. That's where we're at. And you can see these moves. You know, look at this. So 42%. So that's just common, right? When you're in a consolidation phase. And look, this is between June and October. 5 months. So if you're looking at it now, we're in this consolidation phase right now. Let's clear the chart. We're trying to find that good area of consolidation. This is where we're at. I doubt we come back and retest this. I really highly doubt we do. But it's possible to sweep this low again. But it's highly unlikely that we sweep this low again. If we do anything, I could see Jasmy bounce off this right here. I could see Jasmy bounce off this key point right here before we move up, and we could just see a little bit of this. But let's narrow it down. So this is what I'm seeing. We're just in this consolidation phase. Good time to enter in if you're looking to enter in. Great time to enter in. Anywhere right in here is a good time. If you're looking to hold through this next season of altcoins when they rise, you're going to be in profits, entering in anywhere in here. The lower the better at this point. And again, if you do enter in with your a small amount or whatever amount you want to enter in, hold in some cash, and if it does come down, if you're in Jasmy, you can buy some here. And if it does come down, I'm just telling you right now, if it comes down close to this, I don't believe it will actually come down and touch that right there. I don't believe so. It will probably more than likely tap above that a little bit if it comes down. If it comes down, it will do this. It might not go up that high, but it might do something like this. Because we're still in that consolidation phase. We're still in this consolidation phase. So all I can say is we just got time. That's all you need to do is just keep accumulating in time. That's it. And if you look at, I'll show you Filecoin. Filecoin is the same thing is taking place with Filecoin. You can break it down. It's just in a consolidation phase. It found this bottom. See how I did the line, and you can sort of see the trajectory. It bounced here. It was way above value on that trend line here. And look where we're at. Same thing. See, it bounced here. We're right here. It's in that price discovery, but it's also in that consolidation phase. So and you can see right here, this is where it found support before it bounced, found support before it bounced. So it's a key area that we're at right now. And this is just confirming, where Jasmy, the key area of Jasmy is right now, as far as, looking to move up. From the low that it made back in April to where it's at now, a lot of the money is up here. Same thing with Jasmy. A lot of people are stuck up here. So if you're looking to enter in, right now is a good time. You're entering in below where everybody is stuck at. Okay? I've been fortunate enough that I actually entered in. I don't hold any Jasmy, okay? I do hold Filecoin, but I've been fortunate enough that I'm actually down here. Okay, I'm real close to breaking even, but I'm just slightly in profits right now. So you can see it's at 2.51. I'm like right here at 2.33. So I'm getting close. I'm getting close to where if it comes down any lower, I'm probably gonna pick up more. But all I can tell you guys, if you're looking at the charts, we're real close. We're in this consolidation phase. We're in the consolidation phase right now. Okay? So, and all it requires is time. All it requires is time. And we can start moving up. So, so I'm just trying to give you some hope here. And if you look, see, this is back in November. This was a consolidation phase right here. Consolidation. So just a 30% swings is all you were seeing here. Some of them weren't that violent. Some of them were 10, 15%. But see, it's the same thing here. So you get this consolidation, move up. Consolidation, move up. Same here. That's just 15%. You can even go back further in theory. So 131 days, 4 months, 5 months, consolidation. This is 92 days. You can even bring it back a little bit further. 122 days, 4 or 5 months, consolidation. And see, we've just been in this. We're close, guys. Look how close we are. 120, 122, 131. 131 days before we moved up. 122 before we moved up. We're at 120. So I'm just telling you, if you're accumulating right now, you better be doing it because we're close. The time is running out. Time is running out. It's extending out, but the time is running out for you to accumulate more. So if you're going to now's the time. Now's the time. Because it's at any point, we're going to start making that move up. So I wanted to give you guys hope to show, if you're holding and you've been holding for months, you've been accumulating, patience. Just have patience. Have patience. Try to time it on these lows when they come down with the RSI markers. To get better entries, and I promise you, if you hold on for another however long it's going to be, you're gonna reap the rewards. You're gonna reap the benefits. You are gonna reap the benefits. So that's all I wanted to share with. That's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope this has given you a little bit of hope that we're just in this consolidation phase, and if you're holding, keep holding because it's coming. Your time is coming. It's coming. If you have any questions, just put it down in the comments, and I'll if you need any more technical analysis or anything like that, I'll let you know. I didn't cover total 3. I didn't cover USDT dominance, but I can just tell you that it's no different. There's money, there's cash moving into USDT, so the dominance is moving up. I haven't really done much with reviewing this here lately, but if you want a video, just let me know. I'm more than happy to do a video on that. But just from what I see with the altcoins, we're very, very, very close to moving up. And with Bitcoin, I've been watching Bitcoin pretty close, and not really sure. Some people have said this is a shoulder, this is the head. Well, as we broke the all-time high, so they're expecting it to come down and make another shoulder and then come back down. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but it's always there. So But that's it. I appreciate you guys watching. That's all I got for today. Hope this has helped to give you some hope and to show you that we're just in that consolidation phase. Just be patient. Have a strategy. Have an enter and an exit strategy. And I wish you success.